You may up and give me the finger, but you just got passed by the stinner. You thought you'd won, instead you got stunned, and tonight I'll be the winner. I don't know why I'm doing this, because honestly I'm probably not going to end up making this video, at least not in a timely fashion, because as soon as this race is over, I'm off to Orlando. Hopefully that will be in about 2 hours, because it's meant to be a long race tonight. But, you know, if I get an early elimination, I suppose that's the bright side to it. It's Gateway. Oh, I still call it Gateway. Bit of a tricky track, bit of a large field, so who knows what we're going to be in for. And as a result, I went ahead and qualified. Oh, my time is actually holding up. I was expecting to get pushed down the order. Well, if I hold up there, I'll start from the grid. But I was considering just qualifying for a good pit stall and then pit starting. But if we've qualified 5th, yesterday in a practice race at the end of qualifying, a bunch of people went at the last minute and jumped to the top of the sheet. So yeah, I'm a whole 1/10 of a second off of pole. There's time for people that filter in there, but yeah, we'll end up seeing how this goes. This is the last race before a bit of a summer break. Our next race isn't for another month, and I was in the crash the last race, so want to get a good result, so we have a bit of good momentum heading into that summer break. I think this is the 3rd race in a row I've qualified 9th. Alright, here we go, starting 9th. Try not to clip the apron on the first lap this time, like I did last race.
Post car is off, time to do your job.
Inside got a much better start.
Green, green, green.
The problem is, inside is not a good place to be in turn 1.
Outside. Keep low. Outside, clear. Outside.
Just let him go by.
Keep low. Still there. Outside is clear.
Good. I want to get single file. Alright, so we just pit under the first caution. The goal is, if we do happen to have a long green flag run, I have 10 more laps of fuel than anyone else in front of me. I don't know how the guys behind me, how aggressive they're going to be, so I'm a little uncomfortable being a bit further back in the pack, but I like having fuel in the car. There's a car on the apron up here. And lap 20. I'm thinking everyone's... Oh, it's a lap car. I'm thinking everyone's going to do a green flag stop around the lap 40.
26.19.
And I think there'll be a caution doing that round of green flag stops. And us guys at the back will be in good position. But there's 138 laps left to go still. So I'm not too concerned with running last, because I think this is going to be a long race with a few cautions, and even though it may feel green right now, there are so many laps and so much racing still to go in this race that you could easily lull yourself into a false sense of security. Alright, so we're finishing up our second caution, still at the back of a pack, but it's only lap 28 of 160, so I feel quite comfortable back here. Restarting in front of a couple of cars, but if they get alongside me, I'll let them by. It's a long old race here tonight. Joe has it.
25.998. Caution, yellow flag. Line up, single file. Closed, pit road is closed. Jetstar, 5 car, low car.
Muscleman and Beard happened in turn 1 and 2.
Jetstar, 54 car.
Apparently the longest green flag run we've had so far is 14 laps. Alright, 24 cars left. I'm in 23rd. We get a caution every 14 laps. There's still plenty more to come, more cars to drop out. I've just got to avoid them all, and then we'll start racing later on.
26.009. Low car up height. Caution, yellow flag. Line up, single file. Pit road is closed right now. Jetstar, 40 car.
I say Dupree. See if we can beat Jefferson Hill.
Still there, hold your line. Go low, clear.
It's a part of a race where I can actually start passing cars, apparently. Can't go anywhere here, so just saving fuel, going long.
Number 82, violation of Rule 6.7, drive-through penalty after the caution flag.
Pit road is closed.
Thought I saw a wreck. Paul Jenkins. So Dakota DeMaid and Paul Jenkins both went out there. I was 22nd of 23. I'll now be 20th of 21 because Jeff Ashon seems content to run at the back. So, okay. He's been having a little bit of connection issues, so I think that's fine. So Dakota DeMaid and Paul Jenkins both went out there. I was 22nd of 23. I'll now be 20th of 21 because Jeff Ashon seems content to run at the back. So, okay. He's been having a little bit of connection issues, so I think that's fine. Alright, it is a fuel mileage race. We're right at the halfway point. We can do about 40 laps on fuel. So lap 80, do the simple math.
Just an
Lap
FYI,
80,
you like flickering.
120 and lap 160 is the end. Here we go then. If there's a caution every 14 laps still, we'll be only 1 to 10 cars left at the end. If it's a fuel mileage race, I'm normally good at those and I've got more fuel than most of the field. We have still not had a round of green flag pit stops, and there's always a possibility that these cautions could end and we could, and in that case I still want to go long because some people may not practice pit entry or pit exit as much as they should have. If they keep wrecking, we pick up positions that way too, so a boring race, but one that's going to yield a halfway decent result going into the summer break. I don't really think so. I think we're in the same race. There's no indication yet that we're not going to keep having a caution every 15 laps.
Seriously.
Slow car down low. The yellow
Oh
flag
my
is out.
gosh.
They want you in single
Alright.
closed. Pit road is
So
closed.
Joe Branch had not been in an incident all season.
Car.
He was the points leader. Yep, this is a fuel mileage race now. So I'm going to stay out and lead the lap. 1 extra point for Sam.
Number 18, we need you to drop to the tail. There's too much bunking right now. Sorry.
Outside. Outside is clear.
1 position. Is he trying to save fuel?
Still there. Hold your line. Outside is clear.
I've already saved my fuel. 13th.
26.
So, George really wanted to be in front of me, but he's trying to save fuel and I'm not. So, I think he's finally worked that out. That he can save fuel off of me and then that I don't care about it. And I just need him to overdrive turn 2 a couple of times so that I can put a gap on him.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel left.
I've really ran down Matt short there, haven't I?
1 more lap to go.
Going green to the end.
25.932.
There's someone's out of fuel, I reckon. Oh, Matt Taylor spun. Matt Short's out of fuel. 11th.
You have about 1 lap of fuel
Someone
left.
slow. I've got 10th.
Slow car down
That's
low.
9th. I'm not going to get 8th, am I? No. 9th. Well done, Stinner. Well done.
Checkered flag, checkered
Top
flag.
10.